Hello, and welcome to the Southern Belle NOLA channel. I'm your hostess, Southern Belle, and this is the Sunday snack sale. Thank you ever so much for being here. Now, if y'all missed last night's auction, feel free to go back, watch the replay. I had $1 solar lights. I had some beautiful towels and lots of great items. So if you missed out, you can still order from the replay. Want to let you know that everything you buy today can be combined with my Monday auction that Jane runs for me at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time and my Tuesday late night auction at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. So more auctions that you can combine today's purchases with. Before I say hello to everybody, let me tell you how this works. So if you have never, ever bought anything from me before and you think you might possibly want to bid on something, just in case, go ahead and send me a registration email with your YouTube name, your real name, and your shipping address. That way I know where to send your invoice and where to send the items you win. Once you've done that, you can bid. How do you bid in my chat? In numbers. That way I have a legal representation that you knew how much you were bidding, because you are obligated to pay for absolutely everything you bid on. All sales are final. All items are as is and where is, and the only time you can retract is during the auction. The methods of payment that I accept are a choice of Zelle or PayPal. Zelle is actually my preferred method of payment because there are absolutely no fees. PayPal charges big fees and even charges me fees on your shipping. But I accept PayPal because that's a software by which you make your invoice. It's also how you can pay with your bank card, your debit card, Visa, MasterCard, Discover, American Express, Venmo, Apple Pay, and a whole bunch more choices. The method of shipping that I use is called Pirate Ship. Pirate Ship is a discounted shipping service that works with both UPS and USPS, also known as the post office, in order to get the deepest discounts possible. Those discounted rates are based on 3 criteria: the weight of the package, the dimensions of the package, and the distance from your zip code to mine. I'm shipping from a suburb of New Orleans, Louisiana. That's why my channel name is Southern Belle NOLA. NOLA for New Orleans, Louisiana. And for those of y'all saying snacks, I'm looking for jewelry or home decor. I'm sorry. Y'all catch my Monday or Tuesday auctions. Not every sale is a snack day. This is a special sale. People have been so interested in snacks that they asked for a special snack sale. And over 70% asked me to move it up to 2 o'clock so we'd have more time for snacks. Okay, let me scroll up to the top and let's start saying hello to a few people. First, I see Lena, whose new channel name is Thrifter of Primitive Vintage and More. Hello, Lena, and shout out too if you happen to be watching or listening. Next, I see Melissa McIntosh. She is my moderator. She'll be running the chat and she'll also be making the list and checking it twice. So if you decide you want to add some quantity, you want to add a different flavor, you want to make sure that I saw what you want, well, Melissa's the one to check with because it's Melissa's list that gets typed into the invoices. So as long as Melissa sees it, Melissa has it, Melissa knows it, you will be charged for it and you will be mailed it. Here's my favorite teenager, Shelby. This is a good example of why my chat is always G-rated and family friendly. While you have to be an adult to bid, teenagers can watch. And many of y'all will watch with your kids or your grandkids so they can tell you what looks good or what they'd like for you to pick. Next, I see Jocelyn, Josisi. So glad to see you. Happy Sunday to you. Crochet Queen Kathy. Hello, hello. So great to see you. Janice. And Janice always wants you to click the thumbs up. I see we've got 12 watching. Hopefully we've got, let's see, I started with 4. So 4 thumbs plus the 12 watching now, I should be at 16. So y'all click the thumbs up for me, pretty please. And to anybody who might be lurking and just haven't started chatting yet, jump in the chat. So you don't have to buy anything here. We just enjoy having more people. This, in my opinion, is the funnest day to chat because there's the least pressure to buy. I always say there's no pressure to buy ever, but I'd say the least pressure to buy because you can just talk about food, talk about what you'd eat it with, how you'd eat it, when you'd eat it, what you could make it into, what you could add to it. This is the chat where it is easiest enough to come up with chat, and people will chat back and forth because there is something that is so universal about food and unites us all. Well, without further ado, I say, laissez le bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life, roll in your heart, roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. And tonight, you're going to see lots of new foods that you've never seen before. You're going to see a few popular favorites that I bring back week after week just because people keep wanting to reorder. But you don't have to wait to my auction to reorder. In fact, by waiting till the auction, you may get it bid up. Whereas if you email me, Discord message me, then you can get it for the starting bid. Okay, so let's get started with the fun round I call Belle's Bargain Bonanza. And in this round, everything is going to start at just $1 for choice. So looking for $1, let me show you the choices. First, I have some Laffy Taffy. Now, some of you may say, wait, you try so hard not to compete with your friend. Your dear friend Colleen sells taffy. She does, but she doesn't sell the Laffy Taffy version, and this one is grape. She also doesn't sell grape. You've probably seen her selling some purple taffy in the specialty gourmet brand she sells, but her purple is a wild berry. Mine is not a gourmet, it's a Laffy Taffy. It's something you could probably find in other stores, but do you really want to go store to store to store to see if they have this large size and if they have the grape? Let me do the shopping for you. Put your feet up, kick back, sit in front of the fan. You can even have a snack while buying more snacks. So this is not stepping on Colleen's toes because it's a different brand and a different flavor, because I wouldn't do that to my friend. Next, I have a sleeve of shortbread cookies. These are from, let me see if it says. Well, nope, it doesn't say where. It has a crust. Shortbread. Okay. Next, I've got a classic candy bar here, a Three Musketeers. Next, by Bridgeford, I have a, see if I can get the, red hot pickled sausage. So looking for $1 starting bid, and this is what the sausage looks like. Oh, let me show you the dates on these. This one's good until, and keep in mind, they're really good past the Best By date. This first one is November 18th. So months on it yet. This one is upside down. This one is 2026. So next year on it. This one also 2026. And the taffy, let's see. Okay, upside down. Let me try again. 2026. So lots of time on these snacks. Okay, I see we've got CQ Kathy in for one. Hi, Randy. Everybody say hi to Randy. Anybody for $1.10? Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I guess Kathy wasn't first with her dollar bit. Let me scroll up and see who is first. Okay, Jocelyn was first with $1. So, Kathy, are you in for $1.10? Okay, Kathy's in with $1.10. We're looking for $1.20. And then y'all let me know what you'd like to start with after this. If you want to start with a sweet, if you want to start with salty, if you want to start with nuts or healthy or beverages or condiments. So much we could do after this. You'll just have to let me know what you want to do after the dollar round. All right, let's see what Jocelyn wants to do. Jocelyn's in for $1.20. You know, I always say at my regular auctions that, sometimes I have pretty things, sometimes I have unique things, but a lot of times I just save you a trip to the store. And, with the snack auction, that's absolutely it. But how many times have you gotten dressed, gone all the way to the store, and then they don't have what you want? And you wasted all that time getting dressed and putting on makeup and doing your hair, going to the gas station, driving there and searching for it, all to either come home empty handed or have to get something else that wasn't really what you wanted. Lady Braven, hello, hello. Everybody, welcome, Lady Braven. We are going once. We've got $1.20, looking for $1.30. Going twice. Fair warning. Okay, we are sold to Jocelyn for $1.20. Which one or ones do you want and what quantity? Y'all remember, when you win, make sure you use the time symbol and then you put what it is you want, just like Jocelyn did. Fantastic. Okay, two of the shortbreads to Jocelyn. I still have more left of the shortbread, so I'm not out of anything yet. Okay, next we're going to go to our backup bidder. Our backup bidder was CQ Kathy. Miss Kathy, what can I get for you and what quantity? And everybody, don't forget to click the thumbs up, pretty please. And she's going to take the same order of two shortbread. Okay, fantastic. Anybody else? Out of all the choices, I didn't think that was going to be the popular one. Just shows I can never guess. Okay, last call on these before I scrape them to the sun. And when other people people join, they can always pull back their little red line and add to what they've missed. Let's see, what should we go to next? Sweet, salty, beverages, condiments. How about a little breakfast? How about a little breakfast? Okay, $3 for choice. I have Toastums. And you don't actually have to toast the toastums in the toaster. My late mother used to love these in the microwave because she thought they made them soft and ooey gooey. That was her favorite way to have them. And also, she was like a kid. She always wanted the crust cut off. And I'd always say, Mother, that's so much trouble and you're wasting food. And she's like, I cut off your crust your entire life. You're going to cut off the crust of my toastums my entire life. And she was so right. Okay, the next flavor is strawberry. And lastly, I have cherry. And there's not room to put it in, but I do have a brown sugar as well. So $3 for choice. So let's see who wants a convenient breakfast. Although I really think these are also a great snack or could be dessert. To me, this is like cheaper and easier than driving through to get a donut. And I also want to make the announcement that I am looking for more moderators because Melissa's having to run the chat and write the list. So it'd be great to have somebody who would help her out with the list or could help me behind the scenes with pricing and with promotions and with ideas. At the beginning of September is going to be my 3-year anniversary on YouTube, and I'm kind of stumped for what to do. So I'd love to have some help and some ideas. Oh, I forgot to show y'all the dates on these. This one is March of 26. This one is October 25th. This one is January of 26. And this one is April of 26. Okay, last call on these toastums. Any interest? Okay, we're going to clear these away then. Okay, next. When is the last time y'all went to TGI Fridays? Well, I've got TGI Fridays in a bag. These are their potato skins, $3 for choice. You can choose from cheddar and bacon, yum, 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 or bacon ranch. And I'm even going to add one more choice for those of y'all who would like to have a taste of New Orleans. I grew up eating Chiwis, and I thought, well, everybody had Chiwis because this company, Elmer's, is in Ponchatoula, Louisiana, which is where Laurie lives. And then it was only when I went on a childhood family vacation that I realized, wait, not everybody has Chiwis. So if you like Cheetos, but feel like they just don't have enough taste, try the New Orleans version. Now, this is the original. I can get this in the hot or in the barbecue, but I wanted to offer the original. So 3 choices. Looking for $3 starting bid for choice. After all, if you can't get to the TGI Fridays restaurant, let it come to you. Okay, any interest on the chips or the Chewies? Sometimes people ask about local food, so that's why every now and then I try to include a New Orleans favorite. But most of the food I have are things that aren't specifically limited to locals. Thank you for those descriptions, Shelby. I appreciate you trying to help out. That's so sweet. All right, last call on these. All right, well, let's change it up. How about some cookies? I have Best Buds cookies. No, Buds Best. Sorry, Buds Best. They're called little cookies with a big taste. I love these cookies because with an Oreo, it's just too big to get the whole Oreo in your mouth. With these cookies, you can put the whole thing in your mouth. Oreos, I end up taking apart and I waste half. I just eat the half that has the cream on the cookie. But with these, because they're a little bit smaller, I can put the whole thing in my mouth so nothing goes wasted. And if you've ever wondered why Oreos don't have peanut butter filling, well, Bud here decided that a chocolate cookie should have a peanut butter filling. So, oh, these are $3 for choice. So here's the two choices. There's chocolate with peanut butter filling, and there's pecan chocolate chip supreme. So when you're having cookies, if you can't decide between a chocolate chip cookie or between a pecan sandy, they combine the two. So you get chocolate chip and you get a pecan sandy all in one cookie. So $3 for choice. And if there's a different type of cookie y'all are looking for, let me know. I might have it or I might be able to get it by next week. Any interest? Okay, well, let's move these along. All right, let's go to something completely different then. How about some crackers? $3 for choice. I've got cheddar cheese crackers, and I've also got toasted garlic crackers. So y'all have been enjoying the garlic parmesan and the Pop Daddy pretzels. So I thought I'm going to get the garlic flavor of these crackers too. Maybe they will be as popular as the Pop Daddy. want to thank all of y'all for joining me this afternoon. Hopefully, y'all have clicked that thumbs up. That helps me ever so much with the YouTube algorithm. Okay, any interest on the crackers? All right, we're going to pass them. All right, next, let me show you what flavors of Pop Daddy I have available this week. I have smoked Gouda, $3 for choice, as always. I have the garlic Parmesan, cinnamon sugar, birthday cake, and Mexican street corn. And remember, this is made with flavors so bold, it's lip smacking and finger licking. Any interest on the Pop Daddy brand pretzels? Okay, Jocelyn's in for 3. Thank you, thank you. Anybody want to bid it up to 310? Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up, bid it up, bid it up, bid it up, up. Bid it up, bid it up, bid it up. Anybody else? Otherwise, we will count it down and then get to picking. Oh, and Jocelyn says, these are good pretzels, y'all. Thank you so much for that testimonial. I appreciate that. And spoiler alert, after this, I'm going to have some Pop Daddy popcorn. And y'all let me know what snacks or foods y'all are waiting for. If so, I'll try to bring them sooner rather than later. That way you're not missing out. Oh, Shelby's got a little song in the chat that says, bid it up, nice and loud, show your number, make it proud. Snacks and treats, oh, what fun. Let's see who's the winning one. Oh, that's cute. Very cute, Shelby. Okay, we are sold to Jocelyn. Which ones and what quantity? Oh, before I can even ask, she's already got it in the chat. God bless you, Jocelyn. She's going to take one of the birthday cake. Such a great combination of sweet and salty. If you're a person that likes yogurt covered pretzels, chocolate covered pretzels, even kettle corn that has the sweet and the salty together, you will like the birthday cake pretzels. Oh, I'm so sorry your chat disconnected. If there's anything you wanted, just let us know, and Melissa will be glad to add it on. I'm so glad that you're back now, Lena. I've had that happen to me with YouTube too. All right, anybody else for the Pop Daddy pretzels? Okay, last call on these. Okay, next, let's look at the Pop Daddy popcorn. Still $3. This one is a jalapeno cheddar, and it's made with ruby red kernels and pure avocado oil. Nothing artificial. It's gluten free. Oh, look, and it's made in Michigan. Shout out to Michigan. Okay, so that's going to be the first option. I also have the Pop Daddy popcorn in pickle. If anybody wants it in pickle, I'll be glad to get the pickle and sell it to you. If you're saying, well, I like popcorn, but I don't want the jalapeno cheddar, I'd like a nice mild white cheddar. Well, this one's by Wise. It's a white cheddar. And I picked up a new one by Wise. It's cheddar sour cream, and it has ridges. So these will be your four choices: two Pop Daddies, jalapeno cheddar or the pickle, and two Wise choices: the white cheddar or the cheddar sour cream. Looking for $3 starting bid. Anybody for $3 for choice? I asked a bunch of y'all for feedback, and a couple of y'all said that you thought the auction wasn't moving quick enough. So I thought rather than show one food at a time, I'll try to show several at a time so that you can bid on several different things just to make it go quicker. We'll see if that's more to y'all's liking. If not, then I'll return to just one at a time. I feel like when it's one at a time, y'all can talk more about the product and about what it tastes like and what you like and so forth. Whereas when it's a whole bunch, it gets more serious and more auction like rather than more lazy Sunday. But we'll see if y'all prefer seeing a bunch at one time. But either way, I hope y'all click the thumbs up to give me some encouragement. Okay, last call on these salty snacks then. All right, let me try some other salty snacks, and if not, we'll go to something else. Okay, next I have sweet onion rings, but I can also get just the standard onion if you prefer not the sweet onion. Next, I have veggie straws. These are gluten-free, they're non-GMO, they are sea salted. And lastly, I got a party mix, which has tons of different snacks in it. It has corn chips. It has nacho flavored tortilla chips. It has fried cheese curls, and it has pretzels. What more could you want? So $3 for choice. Any interest on these snacks? Otherwise, we'll go to something different. Okay, last call on these then. Oh, I forgot to show these before. When I was showing all the various Pop Tarts, I forgot to show these. I was able to get another flavor of the Girl Scout ones. The first time I showed the Girl Scout ones, they were so popular. $3 starting bid. These are frosted coconut caramel. And the date on these is April of 26. So lots of time to enjoy them. Let's see if anybody is interested in this Girl Scout variety of Pop-Tart. Crochet Queen Kathy's in for 3. I do want to warn y'all, I only have 2 of these. Last time, I think I had like 4 of that flavor. But here I only have 2 of these because they were very limited edition. And these are not something I can get more of. So when these sell out, that's it. Okay, we've got Kathy at 3. Anybody want to bid it up to 310? If not, we'll go ahead and count it down then. We're going once, going twice. Fair warning. Okay, we are sold to Kathy, and Kathy says both. Okay, simple, simple. Thank you so much. Okay, next. Here are some brand new treats that I've never shown before. I don't know if y'all have ever seen these. This is called a Charleston Chew. Charleston Chew vanilla. And it's a chewy flavored nougat with a delicious chocolatey coating. So that's going to be the first option. Second option are Whoppers. These are both the extra large boxes. These are not the little movie size boxes. These are the extra large boxes that are meant for sharing. So looking for $3 for choice. Whoppers, I believe, are a national snack, but if you're not familiar with them, it's a malted milk ball that's covered in chocolate. So they've got a nice crunch to them. Okay, any interest on these? All right, we're going to pass. All right, next I've got some licorice. Here is an Australian licorice. It is soft and delicious. It in strawberry. I also have it in the black, which is the original. And this is not exactly licorice, but I've got a little room on the auction block. These are called Red Hots. They are cinnamon flavored candies. $3 starting bid for choice. Where else can you get some Australian licorice? Great description, Shelby. My mom used to drop the Red Hots into her tea, and it would give her bland tea a little bit of zippy flavor. Although she would also put them in sugar cookies in Christmas time too. And those would be the little buttons when we'd make snowman cookies, which I know most people make gingerbread, but we made snowmen here because we don't have actual snowmen. Okay, we're going to pass on these. Okay, next I have what I think are the most beautiful marshmallows in the world. How gorgeous are these? These are like tea party worthy. They're called Rainbow Marshmallow Twist. Oh, and best part, they are fat free. Fat free. So if you're looking for a fat free snack, look no further. Here it is. The next $3 choice I have is called Bit O Honey. And it is made with real honey and roasted almond bits. So it says it's a nutty little honey chew. And third option are caramel creams. And just look how gorgeous these are. And they're as tasty as they are gorgeous. And I love that they're individually wrapped. So $3 for choice. Any interest? All right, last call on these. Next, let's look at some trail mixes. Still $3 for choice. The first one is a cranberry blend trail mix. It has sweet and tangy blend of pretzels, raisins, cranberries, pepitas, and almonds. The second one is a tropical trail mix. This one has a sweet blend of banana chips, raisins, pineapples, papaya, and apricots. Next, I have an energy blend trail mix with 4 grams of protein per serving. This is for only $3 for choice, a blend of honey roasted peanuts, honey roasted sesame sticks, roasted almonds, walnuts, and pecans. So there are your 3 trail mix opportunities. A nice healthy snack. Any interest on the trail mix? Okay, last call on the trail mix. Okay, one of the things that was popular last week was cornbread mix. But it wasn't just any old cornbreads. I found a cornbread mix that was cinnamon churro. Yum, yum, yum. So I brought it back this week in case anybody missed out on it, or maybe anybody needed another one. And one of the things I like about the directions is you can make it with a square pan or a round pan or even muffins. So I thought this was great. So flexible in the way that you can, um, Shelby. Okay, the cranberry is sold to Jocelyn then. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you for specifying, Jocelyn. Otherwise, I would have thought you were in for the churro. Okay. So, anybody for this special cinnamon churro cornbread mix? I think this is a great example where sometimes people who aren't originally from the South will say, oh, cornbread has no taste, or cornbread you have to eat with dinner. This is a way where cornbread can have lots of taste and where cornbread can be a dessert. Although I dare say, if you baked up the cinnamon churro cornbread in muffins, nobody would think it was cornbread. They would just think that it was um, a muffin, any muffin. Hi, Shanika. I'm so glad you have joined us. Thank you for being here. Everybody, welcome, Miss Shanika. Okay, last call on the cinnamon churro cornbread. Just $3. Okay, next, here is something new. These are called crispy coconut rolls. And let's see, according to the package, they have no artificial ingredients. They are suitable for vegetarians, and they are made with roasted black sesame seeds. So $3 starting bin. They're also dairy free. So if there's anybody that's dairy free or vegetarian, here you go. Let me back up because this package is a little too big to be this close. Crispy coconut rolls. Where's my coconut lovers out there? Janice is in for 3. Thank you, thank you. Anybody want to bid it up to 310? We've got Janice at 3. Jocelyn, do you want to go up to 310? Okay, Jocelyn's at 310. Let's check back with Janice. Janice, do you want to bid it up or do you want to go out? Janice is going to bid it up to 350. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, she is apparently serious about these coconut rolls, which is great because I only have a few of these. All right, let's check back with Jocelyn. I almost started these out at $4, but I thought, no, I want to keep the snacks low priced. There might be a few snacks tonight that will start at $4, though. But these I started at just 3, and y'all just psychically know to bid the good stuff up. Well, let's count it down and we'll see how many Janice wants. And if there's still some remaining, we will check with Jocelyn. I only have 5 of these, and that's it. So going once, going twice, fair warning, and sold to Janice. So Janice, how many of these would you like? Okay, she's going to take 1. All right, let's check with Jocelyn and see how many she wants. Jocelyn's going to take 1. Okay, we're going to open this to anybody in the chat now. Anybody else in the chat want to take some of these crispy coconut rolls? Just to remind you, these are dairy-free. And these are made with no artificial ingredients. These are suitable for vegetarians, and they have roasted black sesame seeds. Okay, anybody else? Okay. Well, y'all have asked for a few other products, and I started thinking when I was showing the cornbread, wouldn't it be great to show this cornbread pan? Now, I would call this a personal size cornbread pan. This is by Dolly Parton. She calls it an au gratin mini cast iron pan. You could really bake anything you wanted to in it. The reason I like this for cornbread, $5 starting bid on this, Melissa, is when my parents were alive, we all liked our cornbread different. Some of us liked our cornbread with actual corn in it. Some of us liked our cornbread with a little Rotel tomato in it. So we would use different cornbread pans, and I love that this one's individual, but I can also see how it would be good for au gratin potatoes. So $5 for choice. This is going to be one choice. Maybe I put it this way. Or I have a set of these 3 knives, and you'll say, wait, I think I see something written on those knives. You do. These are also by Dolly Parton. So it's a set of 3 knives, great for your jams, jellies, preserves, and we're going to have some later, or cheese, we're going to have some later. Whether you're spreading them on biscuits or on crackers, we'll have some of those later too. So this is what I'm always saying, ask for what you want. But here are 2 options at the $5 price point. I only have one of each. So both are Dolly Parton brand. So maybe you have a Dolly Parton fan, and that Dolly Parton fan would just like anything Dolly Parton. But even if you're not a Dolly fan, these are both very well made items. And I see it's the top of the hour, so we're going to have another $1 round of Bell's Bargain Bonanza after this. Let me check in and see if anybody wanted to get in on these fabulous culinary items. You don't have to have purchased the churro cornbread to get this. Okay, Lena's in for 5. Anybody want to bid this up? I only have one of each. So if y'all have your eye on something, you better bid on it. Otherwise, you might miss out. Looking for 510. Well, we can go ahead and count this down, and then we'll go into our $1 round. And still to come, I have some sauces, some spices, some biscuit mixes, some Larry the Cable Guy items, some sunflower oil, Haribo, some coconut flour, granola, cereal bars, cookies, Dunkin' coffee, moon pies, grinders filled with spices. So if any of that sounds good to y'all, you can always request to see it sooner than later. Oh, and some more nuts too. Okay, we're at fair warning. We're about to see which of these Lena had her eye on, or maybe both. Who knows? All right, we are sold to Lena. Let's see which one or one she chooses. She's going to take the Dolly cast iron pan. Oh, this is a nice single size. Okay, anybody for the 3-pack of the spreadable knives? Okay, next $1 for choice. Let me show y'all what I have. Let me move my camera a little closer. I have these beautiful, tasty rock candies. So $1 for choice. 4 beautiful colors available. Hi, Craig. Craig is my Diamond King ballerino. You'll notice his name is in green, and I've got 3 levels of membership, and the bottom level is ballerina or ballerino. The middle one is king ballerino or queen ballerina, and the top one is diamond. So Craig happens to have chosen this month to be my Diamond King ballerino. Thank you for that elite membership. And anybody can join the membership by pressing the join button. Jocelyn's in for one. Yay. Anybody want to bid it up? And Craig, if there's anything from the first hour that you missed that you want to add on, just let Melissa know. Okay, Jocelyn's in for $1. Anybody for $1.10? Looking for $1.10? If not, we'll count it down so we can get to picking, and we'll keep on with the auction. And as always, y'all let me know what you might like to see after this dollar round. We are going once. All right, we're sold to Jocelyn. Which one are ones and what quantities? Okay, she's going to go for one pink and one red. Okay, anybody else? Oh, I must have missed that request. Okay, I will do that next. I did not see that. Thank you so much, Shelby, for bringing that to my attention. Okay, let me show you the Larry the Cable Guy products I got. All right, first one. Oh, let me move the camera back because these are big mixes. First one is the Larry the Cable Guy buttermilk biscuits, and you just add water. You know, some of these are so complicated where you've got to add butter, you've got to add X. I love that you just add water. That's the first one. These are going to be $3 for choice. Here's the next one, Larry the Cable Guy chicken batter. So you just add water and, of course, the chicken. But I do want to let you know that you can batter other things than chicken with this. You know, there's no batter police. So if you want to batter your fish with this, you can. If you want to batter your onion rings with this, you can. You want to batter your green tomatoes with this. We love fried green tomatoes down south, and we've always just used a chicken batter. So chicken batter is not limited to only chicken. You can absolutely batter your vegetables with it. I believe Larry is married, but I could be wrong. But I would love to have seen him with Jeff Foxworthy and Bill Engvall when they were doing that uh, blue collar comedy tour. I heard that was so funny. I think Lisa M. Adventure got to go to that. She and her husband go to a lot of comedy concerts. Starting bid $3. I'm sorry, I thought I said that. My apologies, Melissa. So great batters. Don't have to go out and buy eggs to go in these. Don't have to go out and buy butter. All you got to do is mix it with a little water. Yep, you can, appreciate and love, celebrities, even if they're married. He's super funny. His whole bit about your signs or which sign describes your personality. And for those of you watching, it doesn't mean like a widow horoscope sign. It means literal traffic signs. Okay, Craig is in for 3. Ooh, Craig might be the next Larry the Cable Guy. He could be Craig the Cable Guy or Craig the buttermilk biscuit guy or Craig the chicken batter guy. For this month, he's Craig the diamond ballerino. Lisa, I was just talking about you when we were talking about Larry the Cable Guy. Am I remembering right that you went to see him when he was with Jeff Foxworthy and Bill Engvall on that blue collar comedy tour? Am I remembering that right? I have 6 of each because I bought a mixed case and the case came with 12. So I got 6 of each. So these are just $3. Wouldn't these also be a funny Christmas gift? Somebody thinks, oh yeah, I'd like to get tickets to Larry the Cable Guy. Well, instead you get his biscuits. Oh. Oh, and Jenna says, Larry's signs are funny. I enjoyed watching the travel show too. Unfortunately, it didn't last that long. I must not have even known he had a travel show. I don't know if she was lurking. I think that this is her day where she films her videos for her YouTube. And I think she goes grocery shopping with her toddler and her husband. I'm pretty sure this is her family day. So she's probably like tuning in incognito so that Mike doesn't get upset. Oh. Lisa's not really a lurker. She's a come in and make herself known kind of lady. Shelly Ann Hall, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we've got Craig in for $3 on choice of Larry the Cable Guy's new lineup of delicious Southern foods. You can choose from Larry the Cable Guy's buttermilk biscuits, which are just add water, or Larry the Cable Guy chicken batter, just add water and chicken. Although, once again, you can bread so many other things, whether it is fish or shrimp or green tomatoes or onions or anything else. Hi, Chew. Y'all all remember to click the thumbs up for me, pretty please. Hey, I have no idea who is lurking and who isn't. But Lisa and I will frequently watch auctions or other things together on Discord. Although sadly she's not in Discord anymore. But through my watching, that's how I know she's always in the chat, not lurking. I will occasionally lurk, especially if I'm eating or doing other things. Okay, well, after our auction, we will remind people to go watch your shopping video then. We are sold to Craig. Which one or ones would you like? Shout out to Larry the Cable Guy, who I'm sure is not subscribed and not watching, but maybe somebody will tell him, hey, you've got a Southern Belle selling your products on YouTube. Take that one, Dixie. Oh. Hey, Lisa, no pulling people away from my auction to watch your video. They'll have to watch it after, okay? Come on, give us Southern Belle a break. Okay, so Craig's going to take 2 of the chicken batters. All right, good, good. And let's see. Anybody else want to get in on these? I'm kind of surprised I didn't see a bid from Lisa. But we'll open this to everybody in the chat. And Lisa, if you missed any of the things from the first hour, you feel free to let Melissa know. We'll be glad to add them to your order. Okay, Lisa's going to take 2 of the biscuits. Those biscuits make great breakfast sandwiches. Or down south, we'll have them with just white gravy. All right, anybody else want to take the taste of Larry the Cable Guy? Okay, last call on these. Okay, next I want to show you a brand new food that I've never had before. I'm going to have to start this one at 4. Why? Well, it's name brand, it's Annie's, and it's organic. This is a 10-pack of tropical treats. Now, some of those gummies are just made with syrups. Which nothing against those. I mean, they taste good. But if you're concerned about health or you're feeding these to children, you probably want the ones made with real fruit juice. So these are $4 starting bid. These are USDA organic. They're also non-GMO. These are made with goodness. So there are no artificial flavors or synthetic colors. There's no high fructose corn syrup. They're bunny fruit. So you're going to get an entire 10-ounce package, which are 10 in here. So looking for $4 starting bid. Anybody for the Annie's organic? Now, for those of y'all that don't care about organic and just want the Haribo, I'll show you some Haribo after. Because I know different people like different things, so I try to keep lots of different brands. Okay, Lisa must be rewatching from earlier. She might be sad when she loves gummies and realized she missed these. Okay, last call if there's no interest on these Annies. Okay, Jocelyn's in for 4. Thank you so much. Any other interest? If not, we'll count it down and see how many she wants. We're going once. Going twice. Fair warning. Okay, and Jocelyn's going to take 1. Anybody else? Oh, and I don't know if I mentioned that these are the tropical. Tropical. And it says it's an excellent source of vitamin C. These are vegan, gelatin free, and these are gluten free. Those are some great facts here if we happen to have anybody vegan. Okay, it looks like Lena's also going to take 1. Okay, thank you, Lena. Anybody else? Okay, here's the cheese spread knives. Thank you, Lisa. Okay, last call on these Annie's Organic Tropical Treat. Once again, made with real juice, no artificial colors, flavors, no high fructose corn syrup. Also, you'll see that they're an excellent source of vitamin C. They're vegan and gelatin free, and they're gluten free. Okay. Next, for those of you who like the Haribo brand, I have Happy Cherries. And look, they really look like cherries. I think these would be so pretty, like on a cake or a cupcake or something. That's just me, though. I know some of y'all can decorate better than just putting a gummy on a cake or a cupcake, but I just think that these are so pretty and so cute. Okay, $3 for choice. So the first choice is Happy Cherries. The second choice are called Berry Clouds. These are soft and fruity. These aren't actually Haribo. I have some extra room, so I'm going to put them there. These are mini neon worms. Neon. How cute is that? Put them right here. Oh, don't fall behind. No, no, no. And I'll still have room. Okay, I'm also going to throw up these Brain Freeze freeze-dried candies. I only have this one. I can't get more. I got this one accidentally. So this is a one and done. So there are your choices. Looking for $3. Okay, I see Lisa in at 3. We're looking for 310 now. Oh, and after this, let's do another coconut item. I have to say that's one of the things that I was most surprised about was how popular coconut items were once I started my auction. And I still have a bunch of various coconut items yet to come. Any other interest? Otherwise, let's count it down and start picking. Oh, that's so sweet with the hugs and the hearts. I love how caring and loving y'all are to each other. And we all miss Lisa, but we are so glad to see her at auctions. All right, we're at fair warning. Okay, we are sold to Lisa. Lisa's going to take the freeze dried candy. Anybody else? Lots of delicious gummies left. Aw, how sweet. You got a new subscriber, Lisa. Okay, last call on these then. All right, let me move them aside and they'll be available on the replay. I so appreciate when y'all watch and order from the replay. You can order via the comment section, via emails, or Discord messages. Okay, here is the next item. It is a coconut biscotti. Now, they call it biscuits. It's by Nature Valley. And when it says biscuits, it doesn't mean biscuits like we mean in the South. It means biscuits like the Europeans talk about biscuits. They really mean like a cookie or a biscotti. These are going to be $3 starting bid, and this is going to be for choice. So this is the first choice. It has coconut butter in it. So it is toasted coconut biscuits, and then it has a coconut filling. How fantastic is that? Or the other choice is fruit roll ups, but these aren't any fruit roll ups, they're classified. And it's a mystery flavor. So you're not going to know what that mystery flavor is until you try it. This almost sounds like one of those things that Lisa tries and tests and attempts to guess on some of her foodie videos. Now, you could probably go online and Google it or research it, or you could take clues from the fact that the package has a dark blue background and it's purple and green. So that gives you some ideas as well. All right, Lena's in for 3. Thank you, thank you. So 2 great choices here. And these are big family boxes. So you get 5 of the coconut biscuits filled with coconut butter, or 10 of the mystery flavor fruit roll ups. And I will eat the biscuits for breakfast. Now, I'm allergic to coconut, so I don't eat these particular ones, but I do have some other ones that I can eat. And I bet the fruit roll ups would be great for kids or for a snack. My mother used to like these biscotti type cookies with tea or coffee in the morning or for a snack. Any way I could get her to eat any kind of peanut butter or coconut butter or almond butter, just trying to get her to eat more protein. That was always something that was a goal of mine. And Lisa says coconut is yummy. And still to come, I'm going to have some coconut macaroons and some coconut flour and some coconut covered cashews. Okay, good to know, Shelby. Thank you. Well, we can take our time then, although we did start an hour earlier just in case. It's funny, I emailed back and forth with Colleen this afternoon, and she didn't happen to mention it, and I didn't happen to ask. How funny is that? We're just talking about other stuff. Oh. Okay, we are sold to Lena. All right, she's going to get 1 of the coconut biscuits. All right. Anybody else? Oh, did you? I'm assuming she wanted 1. She might have wanted 2 or 3. Let me check about quantity. Did you want just 1 or more? Thanks for checking on that, Shelby. I appreciate you, honey. And everybody, make sure you click the thumbs up for me, pretty please. All right. Anybody else want to get in on these big family packs of the Nature Valley biscuits or the mystery flavors of fruit roll-ups? Oh, she's going to take 2. Okay. It's a good thing I asked then. If I ever forget to ask, y'all just put a times symbol with the number you want, pretty please. All right. Anybody else for these? Okay. Next, I've got toasted coconut macaroons from an old-fashioned recipe. And I also have Ocean Spray dried cranberries, which they call craisins. And $3 for choice, no artificial flavors or preservatives. They suggest them for salads, baking, and recipes. And I've still got room. Let me add one more thing. And here is a box of fruit and grain cereal bars. These are apple cinnamon. And I've had these. These are nice and soft. You know, some of those have a really hard texture. It's like you're trying to bite through something hard and you're like, am I going to crack a tooth? These are nice and soft. Okay, Melissa also wanted a coconut biscuit. Fantastic. Oh, Lisa's watching in her Hello Kitty jammies. That's so sweet. Okay, so we've got three great items looking for $3 starting bid. 6 count of apple cinnamon cereal bars, a bag of toasted coconut macaroons, or ocean spray dried cranberries, which they call craisins, because they're the cranberry raisin. Well, Lisa, if you like Hello Kitty, last week I had some cute notebooks. Last night I had a cute Hello Kitty necklace. All right. Any interest on the cereal bars, the macaroons, or the craisins? Okay, we've got Janice in at 3. Anybody want to bid it up to 310? Aw, that's sweet. She's been your boss for so many years. It's nice that she gets you a birthday gift. You'll have to send me a picture of your cute little jammies. I miss you being on Discord because now you can't post pictures for everybody. You used to have so many good pictures. But I love it when y'all post the pictures on Discord, whether it's of yourselves, your food, your crafts, kids, grandkids. My favorite is the what I bought at auction, though. I love to see y'all wearing the items, eating the items, decorating with the items. Super fun. Okay, we are sold to Janice. Let's see which one or ones she picks and what quantities. Okay, she's going with the macaroons. Anybody else? Okay, anybody else? Okay, next let's look at some nuts. Now, for those are who are a purist, I've got roasted salted peanuts. For those that say, that's boring, I've got buttermilk ranch peanuts. And for those that say, I want a little meatiness to it, I've got bacon ranch peanuts. $3 for choice. Peanuts are such a good source of protein. Any interest? Okay, let's pass on these then. Next, I have some by Planters. I've got honey roasted peanuts. There's little Mr. Peanut there with his top hat to welcome you. And I also have salted caramel peanuts. Yum, yum, yum. And for my coconut lovers, I've got coconut cashews. So $3 starting bid for choice. Okay, Shelly wanted the roasted salted peanuts. Okay, I'll give you two of those. Thank you so much, Shelly Ann. Okay, our current choices are Planters salted caramel peanuts, Planters honey roasted peanuts, and kettle cooked coconut covered cashews. And it is amazing that with both typing in the chat and making the list that Melissa's got everything covered. We want to remind y'all we are still looking for more moderators and I'm looking for a co-host. Surely there's somebody on YouTube that likes to talk about food and would have a great time during a food auction. Jocelyn's in for 3. Anybody want to bid it up to 310? And Melissa gives a great testimonial. She says that the coconut cashews are amazing. Well, if there's no further bids, let's count this down. And I've got one more type of nuts after this. It's a walnut. But I've still got more cereal bars. I've got granola, some sunflower oil, coconut flour, cookies, some sauces, spices, flavored marshmallows, and lots more good stuff still coming. Also, some coffees. So, y'all can always let me know what you'd like to see next. Otherwise, I just keep guessing. All right, we are sold to Jocelyn. Let's see which one she wants and what quantities. Okay, she's going to take 2 of the cashews. Lisa also says that the coconut cashews are amazing. I thank y'all so much for these testimonials about the coconut cashews. Y'all might be swaying Jocelyn, or she might just already like cashews or already like coconut. Okay, anybody else? Name brand planters here. Okay, last call on these. These next ones, Melissa, are going to have to be $4. Why? Well, they are Diamond brand. Also, they're walnuts and they are covered. They are real ingredients. They've got fiber and protein. Okay, so the first one is salted dark chocolate covered walnuts. The second one is sweet maple covered walnut. I only have one of each. That's it. And these are going to be $4 starting bid. Okay, I'll show the flavored marshmallows next. Thanks for the suggestion of showing them next, Lisa. All right, looking for $4 starting bid for the fancy diamond walnuts. You can have them covered in sweet maple, or you can have them covered in salted dark chocolate. I'll show the flavored marshmallows right after this, Lisa. Thank you so much. Thanks for clarifying, Lisa. Okay, let's count this down to Jocelyn. Thanks for those rays of sunshine. That helps me keep up so well. Okay, let's go ahead and count it down since I only have one of each. I have not, but I literally sent her a message today. Although we sometimes have a KARYN that shops here, who is a totally different person. And thank you, Shelby, for your great descriptions. Okay, Jocelyn's gonna go for the maple walnuts. Okay, anybody for the salted dark chocolate walnuts? I'll give just a minute to see if anybody is interested. Me too. That's why I sent her a message just today. Because God just has called her to mind and laid her on my heart. But until she answers one of us, we won't know why. We'll just have to keep her in our thoughts and prayers. Okay, these will be available on the replay then. Okay, Lisa has asked about the flavored marshmallows. Here they are. This is a huge, huge, huge sack. It's a family sack. And you're wondering, well, what flavors are the marshmallows? You get, let's see if I can, orange, lemon, strawberry, and lime. So here's the little window where you can see. And just in case you couldn't tell, this was a big package. Here's my ruler. It's a big package. So $3 for the flavored marshmallows. Well, sometimes people have their own stuff going on. Last time I talked to Karen, she and her husband Al, he had retired and they've been married over 40 years and they just wanted to spend more time with their kids and their grandkids. And to me, that sounds like a great use of time. Okay, Lisa's in for three. My mom used to make this roll up with dark chocolate and these marshmallows, and it looked so pretty to have these fancy little colors wrapped up in this like log of marshmallows. And then she would cut it into little slices, and the slices would be like speckled with all of these pretty colors. Okay, Shelly Ann is in for three, but Lisa was in for three first. Okay, Shelly Ann's up to 310. And these are a nice miniature size too. So if you want to eat them as a snack, they're just the perfect size to just pop in your mouth. And I love that you get 4 different flavors. Okay, Lisa's out. So let's count this down to Shelly Ann. All right, we are sold to Shelly Ann. Shelly Ann, how many of these would you like? I don't think she comes on YouTube anymore, Shelby. I think she uses other social media instead, somebody told me. Okay, let's see how many Shelly Ann would like. Then we'll go to Lisa, our backup bidder, and then we'll open this to the entire chat. Everybody, make sure you're on live chat, not top chat, because top chat will deceive you into thinking your own chat is at the top. Make sure that little red line at the bottom of the screen is pulled all the way forward. And every now and then you just need to refresh. Just one. Oh, Lisa, it was one of a team of moderators I had when I first started. Okay, so Shelly Ann is going to take one. Lisa's going to pass. Anybody else? Anybody else? Once again, this is a huge bag, and the flavors are orange, lemon, strawberry, and lime. All right. Next, $3 starting bid. I've got this big bag of honey and almonds granola. Or I've got an entire 12 pack of Nature Valley crunchy cinnamon bars. So, big bag of granola in honey and almond granola, or Nature Valley Crunchy. These are cinnamon granola bars, and you get 12 in the package. And I do have a few more cookbooks since cookbooks were popular last week. Still to come, I have some coffee. I've got some sauces, cotton candies, cookies, flour, a Mexican dessert treat, moon pies, spices, lots of great stuff coming up. If there's something in particular you'd like to see, y'all let me know. Okay, anybody interested in either of these healthy options? The big bag of granola or the 12 bar pack of cinnamon granola bars? And yes, my Discord link is in the chat. And it's a family friendly place that you can network, you can promote your channel, you can private message. Oh, $2 items. Okay, I'll bring something $2 up. Okay, I'm going to have some big bags of cotton candy, but I do have this size cotton candy that's in Tupperware, and it's going to be just $2. Let's see what else I have. Also, I have a Betty Crocker Delights Super Moist Carrot Cake Mix. I'm going to do it for $2. I have a package of red vines in the original red. It's going to be $2. So there's three $2 options. It was a good idea, Lisa. And if y'all want to see the bigger bags of cotton candy, spoiler alert, they are in Dr. Pepper and A&W root beer. But I really like this small size. First of all, this is candy corn flavor of cotton candy, although I can get the regular flavor if y'all prefer. But I wanted to show you the novelty of the candy corn flavor. But if anybody chooses that one, just let me know whether you want classic or you want the candy corn. That's my last red vine. My last red vine, my last carrot cake. That's why I reduced them to $2. And this candy corn is brand new. I just found that in stores the other day, and I thought, oh, that's going to fly off the shelves. I better grab that real quick because I don't know that I've ever seen candy corn flavored cotton candy. I don't have any candy corn tonight. I'm sorry, just the candy corn flavored cotton candy. But I see Lisa with a $2 bid. Anybody want to go to 210? All right, we are going once. Okay, we are sold to Lisa. Let's see which one or ones she wants. Okay, she's going to take my very last red vine. All right, thank you, thank you. Anybody else? I've still got some cotton candy left. I don't think I showed y'all the dates on these. This one is November 4th. And the cotton candy has a date of, oops, 2026. Okay, last call on these. And in addition to the candy corn flavored cotton candy, I can get just regular. I don't have any Twizzlers. I had Australian licorice. I had gummies in berries and in cherries and in neons. And I can show some more after this. I have some cola flavored ones. I have some watermelon flavored ones. I have some fruit slices and warheads. I tell you what, I will show the other gummies I have next. Last call on these two. Okay, so here's what I have. For those of you who love watermelon, I have watermelon gummy rings. How cute are these? Hi, Nanette. So glad you're here. Next, for those of you who love cola, and I love cola, I have gummy Coca-Cola bottles. And, you know, in old times, they were covered with wax, but now you can see through them. They're just bottle shaped and they're all delicious taste. Next, here are fruit slices, and these gummies are covered in sugar. And last but not least, I had warheads, little worms, 5 fruity flavors, huge on flavor. Oh, and Nanette says licorice is her favorite. Well, I had some fabulous licorice, an Australian licorice earlier in the show. I had it in both red and the original black licorice. So I've had several licorices throughout the show. Feel free to pull your little red line bag. $3 for choice. In fact, since we're talking about the licorices, let me show you the ones we had earlier so you don't have to pull the line back. So I had these Australian licorice in the original and in the strawberry. So let me pull my, see if I can arrange this where I can show them all to you. So now you have 6 choices. Oh, and Laurie is in. Hi, Laurie. I told a Laurie story earlier. Just want to let you know when I showed something that was made in Ponchatoula. Every time I show anything that's made in Ponchatoula, I have to shout you out. And I know you're going to say, what was it that you showed? I showed the Elmer's Chewies. And I told the story of how growing up that I only ate Chewies, that it wasn't until I got in high school I even knew what a Cheeto was, because Chewies are just so popular around here. Okay, anybody want to bid this up to 310? And Nanette, I have this snack auction every Sunday afternoon. So feel free to start tuning in on a regular basis. And if there's anything you missed earlier in the show, just let Melissa know and she'll be glad to add it to your invoice. And anything and everything y'all buy tonight, you can add to my Monday and my Tuesday auctions. Laurie does not own the town. Oh, she might be the fairest maiden of the town. I will say that. The fairest Southern belle of the town. I'm surprised they don't make her like an ambassador. Give her the key to the city. No, if anybody owns the town, it would be whoever is the Strawberry Festival queen each year. Because Ponchatoula is also the Strawberry Festival and capital of Louisiana. Now, y'all don't forget to click the thumbs up for me, pretty please. Oh, I have a whole bunch. I have a whole bunch. So as many as you want to get, I have plenty. Yes, like the Cherry Queen in your town. Exactly. Well, we had Laurie who is sold. So once Laurie picks her quantity, then you can buy and just let us know. Okay. Laurie's going to take 5 of the fruit slices that are also covered in delicious sugar. Okay, Nanette, what can we get for you? Just let us know which ones and what quantity, pretty please. I only have one of the warheads. Everything else, I have multiples. Okay, so she's going to take 2 of the Australian red licorice, 2 of the Australian black licorice, and 1 fruit slice. Okay, we've got it. Anybody else? And Miss Nanette, if you want anything previously in the video or if there are other things you're looking for, just let us know. We can see if we still have any left or circle back to them, or I can try to get them for next week. Okay, we'll open this up to the chat. Anybody else? Okay, Lisa's going to take a black of the Australian licorice. Okay. Anybody else? And I thought everybody was going to want the watermelon or the cola. It just shows I can never guess. Okay, last call on these then. Okay, next let's look at some moon pies. I grew up eating moon pies and I still love moon pies. They would be thrown from the riders of the floats and Mardi Gras parades. So I have chocolate, I have vanilla. Oh, I forgot to grab a banana, but I have banana and I have just a few left in the blueberry. So those are the four flavors I have. I'm totally out of lemon, and I'll probably be out of lemon till next summer. Okay, this cotton candy, Lori. Okay. And I'll show the bigger bags next, which have the Dr. Pepper and the A&W root beer flavors, in case anybody's interested in those. Okay, $3 for choice on these moon pies. So the four flavors, once again, are chocolate, vanilla, banana, and blueberry. And for those of y'all that aren't familiar with moon pies, there's the coating on the outside. Then there is some graham cracker. And the white in the middle is marshmallow. Sometimes people who haven't had them before might think it was cream, but it's marshmallow. Oh, you wanted a cotton candy too? Okay. I can totally do that. Now, for everybody getting cotton candy, I'm assuming you mean the candy corn cotton candy. If you want the classic cotton candy, make sure you let me know it's classic. And Laurie gives us a great tip about moon pies. She says they are so good, y'all. Room temp, warmed up for only 4 seconds in the microwave. You don't want them so hot they're going to burn your mouth. Or cold. Now, I have to confess, I've never actually tried them cold, but I do warm them up because I think that everything is slightly better when it's just a little bit warmed. I haven't heard of that, Lisa, but if you say so. Okay, any interest in the moon pies? Okay, we're going to pass on these then. All right, $3 for choice on the big bags of cotton candy. This first one is Dr. Pepper. The second one is A&W root beer flavor. Now, I only have a few of these left. They were very popular the last time I showed them. So I want to warn you that I am super limited on how many I have left. Oh, it must be a northern thing because Lisa's in Michigan and you're up north too. Oh, and earlier, Lisa, I had a snack that at the bottom it said made in Michigan. In fact, let me show you. Let me show you. This was from earlier, just in case anybody is interested. It's a Pop Daddy product. But look, it says made in Michigan. So you got a shout out earlier too when I saw made in Michigan. Okay, anybody for these giant bags of cotton candy in the Dr. Pepper or the A&W? Here's my ruler just so y'all can see how big they are. Oops, got some kind of little sticker on my ruler. So I want y'all to see that these are big. Oh, and I think I forgot to show the dates on these. Okay. This one is Best Buy, March of 2026. This one also March 2026. All right. Any interest on the cotton candies? All right. We're going to pass on those then. Okay, next I have a Mexican dessert item. For some reason in Mexican desserts, whether it's in flan or some others, they like the caramel flavor. Well, El Paso has started making dessert taco shells. Yes, that's correct, a dessert taco shell. And you're saying, well, how is it dessert? Well, it's made of caramel. And so it's meant to have ice cream in it. So this is a caramel flavored shell, and it has drizzle. It has the opportunity to put ice cream, or you could put whatever you wanted to in it, I guess. But it's made for ice cream. And it's a stand and stuff shell. So you're going to get 10 of these caramel shells. Now, I personally think it would be hard to eat these. So I would crumble them up and put them on top of just a bowl of ice cream, just because I'd like the flavor and the crunch, but it would make me nervous that ice cream was going to drip out one side or another. But I'm sure kids would love these. Or if you were doing like an ice cream sundae buffet and everybody could put their own flavor of ice cream into these shells, that would be super fun. So $3 for these novelty old El Paso taco shells. Have you ever seen such a thing? A dessert taco shell. I look far and wide all week trying to come up with unique and novelty items. And this was one of those items I couldn't believe. Just like when I found the churro cornbread. Both items I thought I was so surprised by. Now, there are things that you probably see a lot in Texas, but I was so surprised to see them here in my New Orleans area. Any interest in these? Anybody want to make an ice cream taco? Now that seems like it would be a great video, Lisa. You're always looking for interesting videos or showing how to make things. Making an ice cream taco, now that's the kind of thing that could go viral. Okay, we're going to pass on these then. Now, I'm going to have some cookies coming up, but all of the cookies that I have are different types. So if you like lemons, there'll be lemon cookies. If you like mint cookies, there'll be mint cookies. But this is the only variety pack I have, and it's going to start out at $5. And you're saying, well, why is it $5? Well, it's 10 entire packages, and it's 5 different types. So let me walk you through the 5 different types. The first one has a strawberry creme. The second one has a vanilla creme. The third one is also a vanilla creme, but it's a chocolate cookie. Then you have a chocolate cookie with banana cream. That's my personal favorite. And then you have a cookie with an orange creme. So 5 totally different types of cookies. So if you get tired of eating the same cookies when you buy a package and you're like, oh, I wanted a few, but there's still cookies left. I hate to throw them away. I just got tired of them. Here's the solution. So these are also great if you take your lunch to work, for kids taking their lunch to school. I throw these in my purse when I'm out, sourcing and retail arbitraging. That way I have a little snack. And you don't get tired of one or the other because you have 5 different types. Also, if you got a multi-person household, then each person can, have their own cookie. You're not saddled to, well, are we going to have the kind of cookies mommy likes this week or daddy likes this week? This gives you cookies for everybody in different types. So once again, it is strawberry creme. It is vanilla creme. It's vanilla creme inside a chocolate cookie. It's banana creme inside a chocolate cookie, and it's orange creme. And that orange creme tastes like a creamsicle or dreamsicle. Okay, any interest on these? Okay, well, if there's no interest in these, let me show you what flavors of cookies I do have. Okay, I've got lemon cream or creme for those who like lemon. And I also have mint. So, mint are inside a chocolate cookie. So, these are the two flavors of individual cookies I have. And at the beginning of the show, I did also have a couple of others at the beginning of the show. I had some peanut butter filled inside of chocolate cookies, and I had a fusion of chocolate chip with a pecan sandy. Okay, anybody for the lemon or the mint? Okay, last call on these then. Next is a brand new cookie I have never showed before. I just found these this week. For all of you who liked the shortbreads in the first round, these are thin shortbreads, but they have dark chocolate in between. And these are apparently a European style cookie. So we're going to start these at $3. So thin shortbread cookie with dark chocolate in between. Shortbread cookie lovers are still at. Shortbread was popular at the beginning of the show. Let's see if those who like the shortbread also like it with a little dark chocolate. I think it was Jan CQ Kathy. Y'all here? Janice, CQ Kathy? Any interest in? Okay, last week I showed some cookbooks and they were super popular. So I thought I'd show a few more cookbooks this week. These are going to be $5 for toys. Here's the first one. It's called Quick Breads. More than 75 inspired recipes. And you'll see this book was originally $15.95. And the pictures in this book are so beautiful. They totally make me hungry. And they show you that there's a lot more to breads than you would realize. So the first one is called Quick Breads. And these cookbooks will be $5 starting bid. Next, we have Hungry Girl. Recipes and survival strategies for guilt-free eating in a real world. And this one is such a toe of mine. You can see I have read it quite. This one was originally $17.95. I do consider myself a hungry girl. All right, next from William, we have a whole book of starters from the New Healthy Kitchen, colorful recipes for and well-being. Well-being. Originally, well, but once again, you can see it's got tons of beautiful pictures to show you what the food's supposed to look like, how to make it. I don't know how people did it in the olden days when it was just books of words. To me, the picture has so much to do with it. Oops, I got a terrible glare here. Okay, anybody for these three cookbooks? And for those of you saying, get back to the food, get back to the food. Oh, Janice, the reason we were calling you is we had another shortbread item. I don't know if you saw it. We had this shortbread cookie, and this one had dark chocolate in between. We were thinking, since you got the shortbread at the beginning of the show, that this might be to your liking. But not everybody necessarily likes chocolate. Okay, last call on these cookbooks. I tell you what, since I have personally read these two before, they're mine. I'm going to call them used. Let's do a price drop, Melissa, down to $3 on those, because those two are used. Used by me, but used. So let's do a price drop on those two. I took the brand new one away. Let's do a price drop real quick, and then we'll get back to the auction. Okay, anybody, now that they're only $3? Even just cutting out the beautiful pictures for scrapbooking seems like it might be fun with these books. Okay, last call. All right, here's another new thing that I've never had before. I'm going to start this at $4. This is organic coconut flour. So it's an excellent source of fiber. It is gluten free, it is kosher, it's keto friendly, it's dairy free, and it's all natural. It's USD organic. It's half of a pound, which makes it 8 ounces. Non GMO. Here's the little keto sign for it. Oh, let me show y'all the back. Here's all the stuff on the back. It's also preservative free. Oh, look, it's made in New York, New York. Okay, so looking for $4 for the organic coconut flour. Any interest? Okay, last call on the organic coconut flour then. Even if you're not vegan or keto, you can still just use this as flour. Okay, we're going to pass on it. Next, $5. I've got K cups. These are pumpkin spice. So if you're ready to get into the autumn in August feeling, here is 12 cups of pumpkin spice goodness. I bet these would be great with some of those cinnamon cereal bars or granola bars, or maybe with some of those shortbread cookies. So $5 for 12 K cups. And you can run these K cups through twice. My parents used to do that, just stretch it a little further. If you have one person that likes it very strong and the next person that just wants a little, essence of it. Oh, and let me show you the date on these. The date is not till November, so you got months and months to use these. These are also a great gift to take to the office or church. So many pastors have a little coffee pot in their office, secretaries as well. Okay, well, if there's no interest in this, how about where you put your coffee? I'm going to show you a few coffee mugs since y'all have asked for other things that go with food. So, what goes coffee? Well, coffee mugs. These mugs, $4 starting bid for choice. It says family is everything. Here's the inside. Here's the handle. But I love that their idea of family is a plant truck being driven by, I'm not sure if that's a goose or a duck. And there is a rooster on top scouting the way and this moo cow in the back. So that's your first option. Next, we have this cute one. It's black inside, and it has this cute dog, and this dog says, "I see you have food. I also like food." How cute is that? Next, I showed this one when I was on Mollywood. Oh, did I mention I should say when I won Mollywood? So some of you have already, it says, "A house is not without pause." It's got a black inside. So here's that one. Next, this one says "Simply Blessed," white on the inside, and this one's a little wider. I don't know if you can tell that this one and this one, you can tell these are wider. The next one is a cup of faith. It says "Believe," and "Believe" is in gold. I'm not sure if y'all can tell that it's gold, and the handle's also gold. And the last choice for those of you who are king of the jungle, or like animal print, or you're in the mood to go on safari. Coffee mug. Gray, it's actually a avocado sage kind of color. $4 for choice. And here's your coffee mugs. Let's see if I can angle these where you can see them all. Oh, hopefully y'all can see them all now. So K-cup, you can still get a cup for coffee. I really would prefer ground coffee. After this, I'll show you some Dunkin'. And spoiler alert, the Dunkin' is in fabulous flavors. But if you need a whole pot of coffee, I always suggest going to my friend Tracy Cakes. She has a ton of flavors and operates an entire coffee shop. I just occasionally get a few store brand flavors here and there. You can always get your favorites in top quality from Tracy Cakes. Any interest on the cups? Okay, last call on these. Okay, next, Melissa, $6 starting bid for choice. Dunkin'. Okay, the first flavor of Dunkin' is called candied almond. It's a dark roast. Let me show you the date on it. The date is 2016. The next one is Dunkin'. It's called Turtle Love. It's also a dark roast. And the date on this one is also 2026. Oh, what did you want, Shelly Ann? Did you want a cup? If so, which one and how many? Okay, we're waiting. Put this up looking while Shelly is letting us know which cup and what quantity. The choice is Dunkin' Midnight. This is the last Dunkin', and this one also has a date of 2020. So let's see which cup wanted. Unless she wanted something before that. I'm not sure how far behind she is. This is a great chance, including my moderators, to go ahead and click the refresh button while we're waiting to see what Miss. Everybody, go ahead and click the refresh button. Pull your little red line all the way back. So we'll all wait just a second while you all wish, even Melissa, and then Melissa will say when she's back, and we'll get to going again. We'll have to see what Miss Shelly Ann wants. Okay, she's in. What do you want? Do she knows which one she wants. Dunkin' was $6. Melissa, do you have, do I need to re-show them? Melissa, let me know what you need me to part. Well, let me just show you. If you wanted this one, we're going to call this one Family. If you wanted this one, we're going to. If you wanted this one, we're going to call this one Food. If you wanted this one, we're going to call. If you wanted this one, we're going to call this one Believe. And if you wanted this one, we're going to call this one Jungle. And let me know how many you would like. And then after Shelly Ann selects which cup and what quantity, we will go to Dunkin' for $6. Number one in the back. Okay, so I think it's this one. Family is everything. Oh, Believe? Oh, I'm sorry. Did you mean Believe? All right, let me clear off these others that we know it's not. Oh, wait, she's saying pause. Okay, so confusing. All right, so this one, a house is not a home without pause. Okay, how many of pause would you like? Just let us know if you need 1, 2, 4. I might still have 6. I don't quite remember how many I sold at Mooleywood. Okay, we'll see how many Miss Shelley Ann wants. In the meantime, for $6 starting bid, we have Dunkin'. All of these Dunkin' have a Best By date way into 2026. The flavors are Turtle Love, which is a dark roast, Candied Almond, which is also a dark roast, and this is my very last of the Dunkin' Midnight, also a dark roast. So looking for $6 starting bid. And just let quantity, pretty please, Shelly Ann. Just one. Okay, fantastic. Thank you so much. We gently put this in the hamper. Okay. So looking for $6 for the 3 different Dunkins. Let's see if anybody is interested. Any coffee drinkers out there? I tell you, the cost of driving through for Dunkin', this is basically the cost of one big drink. But instead of it being one big drink, it's not even just one big pot. It is pot after pot after pot, again and again and again. Just imagine how long an entire bag of ground coffee is going to last. Okay, we've got a $6 bid. We're looking for $6.10. $6.10 now. And at the top of the hour, we're going to have another $1 round. Okay, we're at fair warning. Okay, we are sold to Shelly Ann. Let us know which one or ones and what quantities, pretty please. Everybody congratulate Shelly Ann on her Dunkin' purchase. Okay, she's going to go for the turtle lover. Just one. Okay, anybody else? Here's a turtle going to Miss Shelley Ann. Okay, last call on these. All right, I probably have time for just one more product before the $1 round. So here is something brand new I found. If you like ranch, but ranch is getting kind of old, kind of blah, kind of predictable, I found a new ranch. This ranch has a little bit of hot honey in it. Now, is it scorching? No. Is it a little kicked up version of ranch? Oh, yeah. Yeah. So $3 for this. And I love that this is one of those bottles that sits this way and comes out the bottom. And $3. And here's the date. It's good way until 2026. So this is Hot Honey Ranch. It's both a condiment and a dressing. It's also great for dipping chicken in, chicken nuggets, fish tenders, French fries, onion rings, so much. I used to think that I liked dipping everything in ranch, and then ranch just got kind of blah. And then I recently tried this hot honey ranch, and it has a little bit of sweetness to it and a little bit of hotness, but it's mostly ranch. So to have a little bit of those tastes just kind of underlying, I thought was fantastic. It kind of looks like the thing like Teresa might like, but I don't think Teresa's here today. Okay, any interest in the Hot Honey Ranch? Okay, well, it's the top of the hour, so $1 Belle's Bargain Bonanza items. And let me show you what I have. Back up the camera so I can fill up the space. First I have is a little set of coasters. Now, these are $1, so obviously they're thin, kind of cardboard-like coasters. So I don't want you to think these are going to be super high quality. They're just use and throw away, or they're also great for outside dining. Because if you're having a cookout and you can't decide who sits where, whose drink is where, look at all this space. You could put chill, Derek, or you could put chill, Jill. So you could totally write somebody's name underneath or above. Oh, I'm so glad you're back, Craig. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your power went out. Here's the next one. It looks like hamburgers and says yum. So, anybody for a choice of coasters? But I really think the chilled one could also be a name tag. Or a police card, I should say. And I tell you what, I only have one of these, but I'm going to add these food picks as well. Because then you could put them in items that were spicy. to warn people, or items that were nut free or gluten free. Because when you have specialty diners, sometimes you have to indicate what's safe for them to eat. I'm glad your power wasn't off for so long so that you didn't get overheated. But it didn't even get up to 100 today. Okay, anybody for $1 for these multi-packs of coasters or the food picks? Last call on these. Okay, we will pass then if there's no interest. Next, let's go to $2. Have a couple of bottle openers. These are great to have around the house, or maybe you're going to a cookout, grill out, tailgate. This first one looks like an avocado. The second one looks like a hamburger. And this third one looks like a hot dog. This would even be a fun host or hostess gift, to take a themed item to the host or hostess. Because how often have you been to an event and they're like, wait, where's the bottle opener? Where's the bottle opener? Who's got the bottle opener? So always great to have an extra one around, especially one that goes with the theme. So $2 for choice. Oh, Melissa says it would be a great stocking stuffer for a man. Absolutely. All right, Melissa's in for 2. I only have one of the avocados. So, want to warn you, y'all have your eye on the avocado one. That's my only avocado one. Yes, my King Ballerino Diamond Member Month. Thank you so much, Mr. Craig. And y'all remember, you can combine the items you buy today with my auction Monday at 7 and Tuesday at 9 for combined shipping and billing on Wednesday, Thursday. All right. Anybody for 210? Otherwise, Melissa's going to count this down to herself. But either way, it works that way. Hey, Carla. Good to see you. Usually we'd be about to end it, but with coffee shop starting a little later, we're going to go a little later so that we could raid over. If there's anything you missed that you wanted to see again, let me know. If it's close by, I might could bring it back. Otherwise, you can always pull back your little red line. We've also added in some food-related items. Okay, we are sold to Melissa. Let's see which one or one she picks and what quantities. Okay, she's going to go for a hot dog. Fantastic. Okay, here's a hot dog. Anybody else? Okay, last call on these bottle openers. Okay. Next, I've got this special pancake mix. Now, we had some Larry the Cable Guy mixes earlier, which were just to add water. Those are always my favorite kind because eggs are so expensive, butter's so expensive. So I try to only get the ones that are just to add water. I've only got one of these left. This is a huge bag of pancake mix, and it's a just add water. So $3, and I only have one of these left. Okay, fair enough, King Craig. I do. How many would you like, Carla? Those are so delicious. You're going to love them if you haven't tried them before. Just let Melissa know how many. They were $3. Almost everything is $3. I had a couple things that were 4, one big cookie package that was 5, and I did have one round that was just 2. So, but almost everything else was 3. Okay, any interest in the pancake mix? Last call on the pancake mix. Okay, next, let me show some spices. The first one is a lemon pepper. The second one is garlic and sea salt. This one's by Palermo, but what's really great about this is it's a grinder. Not sure if y'all can tell because it's clear, but it's a grinder. So this is what the salt, when it comes through, as you turn it, it gets ground up. And there's something about spices in a grinder that opens up and activates the flavor. And I also have garlic sea salt as well. And I don't have it sit here, but if you don't like garlic and you just want sea salt, I can get a sea salt, or if you just want the standard peppercorns in a grinder, I can get that. So there are two other grinders I don't have here, but I can easily get those. So there will be 5 choices in total. This is my very last lemon peppercorn, though. So let's see if anybody needs some spices, wants to spice things up. But I really think that the spices going through the grinder is so different than just dumping some spices on. To me, there's just a markedly different taste. But maybe that's just me. Okay. Any interest in the spices? Okay, I'm going to clear these away. Let me show something new that I had some coconut oil a couple of weeks ago, and if anybody else wants coconut oil, we know I'm glad to reorder it. But I got these bottles, $3 starting bid. It's sunflower oil and virgin olive oil. So it's the two of these combined. It's a blend of sun and virgin olive oil. It's cholesterol free as well. So $3 starting bid. So if you're looking for an alternative to vegetable oil, here is a great choice: sunflower and virgin olive oil. After all, when you're using that Larry the Cable Guy coating, and you've got to fry up your chicken, your fish, your onion rings, your green tomatoes, this is a healthy way to fry it up without adding cholesterol. I do try to look for some healthy alternatives when I can find them. I know that sounds strange because I sell y'all snacks and cookies, but when I can possibly be healthy, I really do try. Okay, any interest? All right, let me show you something else new. How many of y'all like Jello? Well, my problem with Jello is it's time consuming to make. You have to wait while it sits up, and then I don't know about y'all, but I get tired of it before I'm actually finished with it. So here I've got a whole bag of Jello cups, and you know what's great? It's assorted. So, what are the flavors you get? You're going to get green apple. You're going to get grape. You're going to get strawberry, and you're going to get mango. You're getting 4 different flavors. And I'm going to start this at just $3. And, you know, if you want to add whipped cream to the top, you can, or some people like cottage cheese with it. Some people add it to actual fruit and make more of a ambrosia with it. Fair enough. If you need some coconut oil, I do still have the coconut oil available for the same $3. So, but I just think it's fantastic that you can get all these different flavors, because how much trouble would it be to make four different flavors? And how expensive would it be to make four flavors? But here in this one bag, you're going to get green apple, grape, strawberry, and mango. Oh, let me show you the date on it as well. Okay. April 18th of 2026. So tons of time to eat these. Okay, let's pass on these. I know I showed some trail mix earlier, but I have a few others. This first one is a Mexican corn trail mix. And the date is 2026 on it. I also have a Korean barbecue trail mix. And the date on this one is also 2026. $3 for choice. And these are huge bags, by the way. These are 9.5 and let's see, 8-ounce here. So these are bigger bags. So looking for $3 starting bid. Oh, and I take it back. I have one more. This one is a honey mustard trail mix. And this one has a mix of pretzels, roasted honey peanuts, honey roasted sesame chips, honey mustard mini bagel chips, tossed in a honey mustard seasoning. Okay, so there's a third option. So looking for $3 starting bid. Any interest in the trail mixes? Nice big sizes. Okay, last call on these then. Okay, here's a new chip that I found this week. It's called Cheesy Queso. And this is a big family size. Here's my ruler so you can see it is big, big, big. It's gluten-free as well. Here's the gluten-free here. The date it is November. So $3 starting bid on the cheesy queso big family bag. And I tell you what, I'm going to add another big family bag. It's Kansas City barbecue, but it's barbecue popcorn. Now, I debuted this last week and it was so popular. I went back and got more. Once again, it's a huge, huge, huge family bag. It's not wavy. Let's see if it says. Well, that's about. It doesn't specifically say. So I think if it were kettle, it would be marked kettle. It just says gluten-free. If you're looking for wavy, I did have a potato chip earlier with ridges. It was a Wise and it was sour cream and cheddar. So yes, I did have this one earlier if you're looking for one that's wavy. So all right, Carla's in for 3. And she's already letting us know she's going to choose the queso. All right, anybody else? We can go ahead and count these down. I only bought 3 bags of these queso chips. Only 3 bags. Oh, you prefer the thin. Okay, well, that's good to know. Oh, well, a lot of people on the East Coast, well, the southern East Coast, are getting storms. Okay, 2 bags for Carla. So let me grab those. All right, 1, 2. So my last bag is the one on the auction block. If anybody else is interested, I'm down to just 1 bag. Oh, it's a great brand. Okay, last call on these. Well, hopefully it won't be too much rain. Don't ever want anybody to get flooded. I showed this once before it was super popular. People started letting me know that most of the time they can only get strawberry and grape. And I said, well, we get peach all the time. Peach is super popular here in the South. You don't have to be in Georgia to get peach. And look what a big, big, big bottle it is. So this peach, they call it fruit spread rather than jam or jelly. And I love that it has the squirt bottle so that you don't have to dirty a knife. You can just squirt it on your toast or your bagel or your roll. So $3 for this nice big bottle, peach flavored. 25 degrees in half an hour. Wow. Congratulations. You can turn your air off. You can turn your fans off. It's still 91 degrees according to my computer here. Okay, so anybody for this peach fruit spread? Oh, Carla's in for three on this. Okay, thank you, thank you. Oh, an hour and a half. I misread that. Thank you for correcting me. I'm so sorry about that. $78. That sounds like such a great temperature. I love that. Well, let's count this down to Carla. It does sound glorious. Absolutely. Okay, we are sold to Carla. Just one, or do you need more to give to other people? Oh, you love PB&J. I never thought of having peach with peanut butter, but if you say so, you'll have to tell me how it goes with peanut butter. I just never thought of peach and peanut butter, but okay. All right. This next item, Melissa, is only going to be $2. It's just a simple raisin brand. Back the camera up. 16.6 ounces raisin brand, just $2. Nothing special. Raisin brand, just saving you a trip to the store. $2, and I only have two boxes. Well, I've never had it with peanut butter, but I've had it on just absolutely every bread, bagel, toast, roll you could ever have. And I truly think it is the best. Well, the best of the fruit spreads. A couple of weeks ago, I had these Rossellini creams that those are really delicious too. but you can't really compare fruit and non-fruit spreads. Okay, well, apparently Carla is loyal to Jeff. Okay, and Melissa's also going to take a peach spread. Glad to do that. Okay, any interest in the raisin brand? Peach is my favorite fruit flavor spread. Well, I have to tell y'all, I had considered some other flavors, but the thing is, I'm always worried about mailing glass, and all of the other flavors that I can find are in glass jars, and I just feel like that's asking for trouble. So if you notice, both with the olive oil that I sell and the coconut oil and even this fruit spread, I try to find things that are in plastic containers. Because glass, not only do you have the fear of breaking, but also glass is super heavy, so it adds a lot of weight to packages. Oh, you've never seen peach there. See, people kept telling me that peach was rare. Just like we tell people up north, oh, maple is rare. It's hard to find maple stuff. So, different parts of the country, different things are rare, and that's one of the great things about having this snack sale is I can help people find things that they can't get in their area or they can't get anymore, or have been phased out, or that just don't make it north of the Mason-Dixon line. Okay, anybody for just Raisin Brand? It's way more than $2 in the store. Oh, is it? It is very, very, very rare down here. I get excited when I find something maple because it's so rare. But y'all apparently get excited when you find something peach. And peach stuff is everywhere here. So that's why I'm always trying to figure out what's rare to y'all, what you'd like to see more of, what you can't find in your area or you can't find anymore. And I'm always hoping that y'all will inspire me because I never know what to look for each week, never know what to retail arbitrage. And when I get things that don't sell and then I'm just stuck with them, it becomes very, very, very toilsome. So I'm always looking for things that will actually sell. Um, okay, next I have entire boxes of tea. Now, this isn't one pack, it's not 10 packs, it's not a dozen packs. This is 100 packs of tea. $3. The choices are 100 black tea bags or 100 green tea bags. Oh, okay. Well, I shouldn't say we have it here. When I lived in Texas, they had at a grocery store called HEB, which was the initials of the owner. They used to have like 20 different types of bacon. And one type of bacon they had was a peppered maple bacon. So it doesn't surprise me that they have a peppered maple syrup because I'm guessing that's what they put on the peppered maple bacon in order to make it. Oh, it is good. And I'll tell you why it's good. It's the spiciness of the pepper with the sweetness of the bacon. So it's that whole umami factor of sweet with spicy together. Because sweet and spicy are good because sweet actually cools down the spice. Now, for those of y'all who got the peach fruit spread, I will tell you one little secret. My mother used to love peach tea, but she was too frugal to buy peach tea. So she would buy these 100 count teas and she would turn them into other things. So she would put just a small little dollop of the same jelly that y'all bought, and then she would stir, 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 stir. And what happens is when jelly goes into a hot tea, it dissolves and it becomes just a sweet flavoring. So this way, she didn't have to add any of those pink and yellow and blue packets. She got both flavoring and sweetness from just a little spoonful of that peach fruit spread, because that stuff dissolves in a hot tea. Okay, well, to each their own. Okay. Is there anything else y'all want to see tonight? Carla, I know you might have missed a few things at the beginning. Was there anything in particular you were tuning in for? I might be able to grab it, might not, depending on what it is and where I put it. Oh, wait, there was one other thing I wanted to show. Um, I remembered because you were talking about watching your sugars, but a lot of people are watching their sugars. So let me show you a sugar free alternative. And this stuff is great in coffee, in tea, in almost any beverage. So I've got a sugar free hazelnut and sugar-free toasted marshmallow. Now, these are huge, huge, huge bottles. Let me back them up and then back the camera up. These are going to start at 5 because they are huge. So you can see here from the ruler. And also, let me see the ounces. The ounces are, why are they in milliliters rather than, oh, 25.4. So way over a pound. But if you need a way to flavor beverages, whether it's coffee or tea, milkshakes, I think there's a whole list on this side. Here we go. Lattes, mochas, cappuccinos, coffees, teas, desserts, and more. Oh, and look, it even tells you how to do lattes, whether it's hot, iced, or frozen. That's really handy. So $5 for choice. I've got the hazelnut and the marshmallow. I can also get vanilla, caramel, or raspberry. I don't have them here, but those are things I can order if anybody is interested in either of those 3 flavors. Oh, you used to have a bunch of these? Well, I was so excited when I saw that it was sugar free, because there's a few people who have requested sugar free. So, and here's another recipe right here. It's interesting that the marshmallow is darker than the hazelnut. Oh, I didn't even think about the pancakes, but yeah, the pancakes too. All right, well, let's count this down then. Oh, wait, was Carla talking or bidding? Let me see. I see that Carla wrote down marshmallow. Let's see if she was just discussing it or she was bidding. The choices are toasted marshmallow or hazelnut. And this company also makes vanilla, caramel, and raspberry, if anybody wants me to order any of those. Okay, Carla wants a marshmallow and vanilla. We can just call these sold, just in the interest of time. Now, I'm going to have to order the vanilla. I don't have it now. Um, but hopefully I can go pick it up. Hopefully it's still at my local distributor. I saw it just the other day when I picked these two up. If for some reason it's sold out over the weekend, I will message you and let you know. You're never obligated to pay for anything that I don't have to mail to you. I don't even add it to your invoice until I have it. All right. So, Carla, for those two, anybody else? All right. Well, last call on this. Well, I see the coffee shop's going to be starting in half an hour. And while I thought we'd be finishing up just exactly as they were starting, because they're starting a little later, it's going to give us time to get a little something to eat first and be ready to watch their show. So I want to thank Melissa for running my chat. Thank you. Thank you. I want to thank all the other people who are watching. I still see a bunch of y'all logged in. Maybe you fell asleep. Maybe you were lurking. Maybe you're making dinner. Thank y'all for letting the broadcast run so I could get some extra watch time. Y'all tune in tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time for a variety auction. There won't be any food, but there will be everything else. And then Tuesday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time. And for those of y'all watching the replay, you can just comment with the items you'd like to add. You could also send me an email if you want to keep it private, what you're ordering, or a Discord message. So thank you again to Melissa for both running the chat and making the list and checking it twice. I say, laissez les bon temps rouler. Let the good times roll. Roll in your life. Roll in your heart. Roll in your soul. Roll on and on and on. May God bless you. Good night.